Okay, it's all yours. We're recording.
Okay. First and foremost, I sent this out before. This is this YouTube video. This lady very clearly. Now it takes 23 minutes, but it very clearly shows you how you can find unlimited leads on Reference USA. And here's the website that you need to go to. And I'll put this in the chat as well. Now, this is what you have to keep in mind. Reference USA is a free resource of your library. Now, I've talked to other people on or in the rooms, and some of them are telling me that my library doesn't supply it. And what I found out is that if you're from a smaller town, that might well be the case. Go to your nearest large city. You can do this all online, and you will be able to talk to a librarian and find out if they have access to the Reference USA. Now, let me explain what I did. Once I found out, totally by accident, it was God that did it. Once I found out about Reference USA and I looked it up, the first thing I found out is that I needed a library card. Now, I'm 64. I haven't had a library card or been in a library since college. So I'm thinking, I don't want to go and drag myself to the library, but in the age of Google, you can go online and ask for a library card, and I had a library card in less than 10 minutes. So one, you need to find out if your library has access to that Reference USA. Two, you need to have a library card. Now, once you have those, they're going to show you your libraries, put in your zip code, and it will show you your library's website. Every library has one.
Library.
Okay, I'm pronouncing it wrong, but that's how I say it. Now, this is mine. This is Queens. Now, what they'll send you, or what they sent me, this is my library card number, my username, and I gave myself a password. Now, once I logged in, takes a moment. I've got a lot of tabs open. Once I'm logged in, all I have to do is, now, very important, right over here on the right-hand side, it says go to from other or go from library. Go to your Reference USA library. Now, I've been selling for years. Had I known this, I wouldn't have suffered or had many gray hairs. Make sure that you accept the terms and conditions down here. Click continue and put in your library card number. And I don't, you know what? I found out the hard way, they do not let you copy and paste. I don't know why, but you're going to have to write that out. Bear with me just a second. Oh, okay. I didn't know it kept it. And here you go. Queens Public Libraries, access to Reference USA. And you have access to US businesses, healthcare, if you were looking for doctors or whatever, Canadian companies, new businesses. If you're looking for consumers, for the W-2 people, all of this is here for you. Now, let's just look at US. You're going to search, you're not going to more information. You're going to search for US businesses. Now, always, 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 don't use the quick search. go to your advanced search. And here on the left-hand side is where the beautiful things will happen. You can do anything with this. You can get the company name. You can find out the title of the person that you want to talk to, the name. I don't go for the gender or whatever. I don't know how to pronounce that, but ethnicity. I really don't look for keywords. I have looked in the past for major industry groups because I was focusing at the time on blue collar workers, medical people, that kind of person who would have been interested in the W-2s. So that's what I concentrated on. And it'll give you a listing of those type of folks. I tend to point toward the metropolitan areas, but you know what you want to do. You can go for zip code, you can go for the city. It's entirely up to you. Ask for phone numbers, the area codes. You can ask for the sales volume that they're doing, but again, for this type of sale, it totally is not necessary. You can ask whether it's a public or a private company. I always go for the private companies because it just makes sense to me. And from there, just to let you see what I got from my last search, which I sent to Damien. Bear with me again because I have so many tabs open and I do not have the newest computer in the world. I don't know if these are. And if you notice, I've got two sets of leads and two sets of candidates here that I have. And all of this is from Reference USA. So it's very doable. The last time, and this was just the ones that had email addresses, I had like over 700,000 leads. So you don't have to make yourself crazy. You don't have to spam. I mean, use common sense and send 20 to 50 a day. Talk to them if you need to. I don't know if some of you like to telemarket. If you do telemarket or if you haven't telemarket, if you do telemarket, if you have done it before, then you know that you're going to have to go through the gatekeeper. And with this particular type of program, you really are just going to offer her the opportunity to tell her boss or her employee that you're part of the National Alliance, and this is just to make your employees aware. And here's what I got the last time. Your employees aware of blah, blah, blah. And from there, she usually will let you she'll either give you an email address or let you leave a message and you can take it from there. It's not usually that cut and dry that they'll immediately turn you over. But again, with this type alliance and the fact that you're calling from Washington, D.C., they might just, those are trigger words, buzzwords that might get you to that next point right away. If you're cold calling and you've never done this before, there's going to be rejection. It's going to be the gatekeeper is going to get in your way. Again, always lead off with the alliance. You're the National Alliance calling from Washington, D.C., just calling to make sure you're aware of blah, blah, blah. And you're doing them a favor. That's the mindset you have to go in on. And I truly believe that we'll make a boatload of cash. Any questions? I hope that was helpful.
Very.
Yes, that was very helpful.
Great info.
And this was just Richmond, Virginia, guys. So it's up to you. You can go to states, you can do the whole United States, you can knock yourself dead. This is a resource that is free, that you can just blast them. Especially now that we're talking about having outside reps. Once you get going, I would definitely make calls, set up appointments for your reps. Once you find out their territory, it'll make it that much easier for them and you. You'll make more money.
Said everything that you just showed was being recorded, right?
I believe that Damien said he was recording it.
Okay, thank you.
Any
Okay,
questions, guys?
I just recorded it. I'm gonna stop it. Great job. Are you still teaching, Miss Jane? Or are you done?
No, I'm finished.